guys, welcome. Another edition of Excellence in Greenstones. So it's a beautiful spring day here in Michigan, and sitting down at my favorite spot to pound greenstones. It's a concrete block that we had poured and made, and so anyway, I've got some greenstone basalt set out here that I'm going to go ahead and show you and just sort of analyze together. And the direction that I want to go with here is sometimes when you're pounding greenstones, you actually come across an amazing specimen as you're pounding them, and you almost don't want to touch it. You're just so excited that you've got this piece and it's just brilliant. And I've got one of those pieces to share with you today. So I'm really excited. Let's take a look at what I'm doing. Okay, just showing you from my point of view. Just got my hammers right down here. Gloves, always use gloves, and some of this basalt that I've got right here ready to go. So this is a really nice piece. This one, it's a piece of a larger one that I was breaking up, and you can kind of see the missing greenstone here. It's just got the characteristics that are for mainly bigger stones. When you start seeing some of these empty pockets here that are just large, you know you're going to find bigger greenstones in those. So this is a piece that I think is just brilliant. Let's try to get closer here. And so this is just an amazing specimen already. You can already see that the chantoyancy, as I move this across right here around the greenstone there, it's just incredible. So, and this thing is just full. There's another big giant right here, right there. Get the focus right. So, and then if I just roll this over, you can kind of see there's not much there on the back side. So the greenstone was mainly towards the top part. Okay, so just going to show you some basalt pieces that I have here, and this one's really pretty cool. There's some greenstone right towards the bottom here, but a lot of this is just crystal inside here, and it probably is not really a lot of greenstone to it. So the quality on this one it's probably not going to be great. Just by looking at this one, it's really brecciated and broken up greenstone inside there. Probably not going to get a polish on much of that. Here's all of these are pretty much greenstones. I know like this one probably isn't. Still a nodule, but like this one's not a greenstone. But most of these are greenstones down here, and you know, there's some notable ones. Like this one's really, I think it's going to be really a special greenstone. Just because you can kind of see the cellular structure already, and if you flip it on what I think is the good side here, you can kind of see the little nodules all over the place. So my guess is this is going to turn out really well. Most of these came from the same stone, the same block of basalt. This is just a piece that broke off. You can already see the chantoyancy in it. But if you roll it over, you know, it's not too impressive. So a lot of this stuff is kind of disguised with the basalt kind of covering the back of it, and it's kind of hard to see. But this is a good example. When you can look and see it broken open, you can kind of tell, wow, that's really quite a greenstone. So a lot of this is going to look like that inside. Here's another one that I think is going to be really great. Can't really see it from the outside, but I know what kind of stone it came from. There's a small spot right here that you can see the blading or the chantoyancy right on the edge. So my guess is this one turns out to be just spectacular. So let's just flip some of these over and see if we can find some other ones to take a look at. Oh, this one's pretty neat. It's already a great specimen if you look at how it's just kind of sitting in the basalt like that. And then, you know, obviously the chantoyancy you can see already. And It's pretty common, but this this brown substance inside the open cavity of the greenstone, it's pretty common to see that. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it's pretty cool anyway. So that's a nice specimen already. This one actually, I believe, is going to turn out really well. You can kind of feel the weight of it if you were holding it. And there's not very many clues on this one, except for right there. You can see some chantoyancy right there in that small break. But there's some good weight to it, and the shape of it is what I'm looking for in a good greenstone. So that one should be pretty good. This one's pretty cool as just a broken greenstone. You can see the blading and the chantoyancy already. It's in the basalt, sort of. There's a little bit of basalt left on the back side of it. But nonetheless, it's super cool just because it catches the light, and really a brilliant stone. Let's find some more in here. Oh, this is a great piece. So this one, I'll just give it kind of a rotation here so you can kind of see the whole thing, but really cool chantoyancy on the broken edge of the greenstone. This one, I don't think travels that deep into the basalt here. I think it's just what you see. But nonetheless, it could be polished or face polished, you know, right along here, and really turn out pretty cool. So most of these small ones, like this one's really kind of small, but you can see that it's got some quality chantoyancy in it just by rotating it around like that. And if you just look at the back, you know, not so impressive on the back side. Looks a lot like, you know, a lot like this one. So a lot of times you're just not going to know until you tumble them and get that outer edge of that greenstone removed. Once you get that outer edge, you know, you can start to see the magic in the greenstone come alive a little bit. You know, this one's actually, when they have these different cells, or different, like one bump and then the other bump like that, sometimes they're ones that you got to cut in half. You just don't know until you tumble them what you got. So this one right here, if you look at the size of these compared to the size of this one, this is really quite impressive. And there's another one, you know, back, let's see if I can show it to you, right back in here, that looks really impressive. It's one and two right there. But my guess is there's several in there that are quite large. And the only real clue we have is we're looking right here at this one. We can see the outstanding chantoyancy, bright green pattern on it. So you know that it's likely that these two right here are going to have that brilliant bright green pattern on it. So just wanted to show you this one once more. And then also this is one that came off of that same block, and this is just outstanding. If you look at the size of this greenstone, it's still in the basalt, and when this thing popped open, I can't tell you how excited I was just to see what it was. I mean, it just kept going. It was so huge. Chipped away a little bit more and a little bit more, and it just kept going. So this one I honestly am going to leave in the basalt. Talked to some friends, and they really like the idea of polishing in the basalt, leaving it natural, but also just exposing the pattern. So this is likely what I'll do with this one. I can't wait to see what it looks like. But this is going to be definitely a top shelf specimen. I can't wait. So I'm just going to pack up these greenstones. I'm going to put them away, and then I'm going to go ahead and start breaking this other stone. I'm just going to give this one a shot. So I've got this stone right here. I'm going to try to get this one out. I'm just going to start up here, kind of far away from it. Get this where you can see it. Oh, there you can kind of see the break right there. And I believe if I see, I've got this other one too I'm trying not to hit. This is a pretty cool specimen right here. And of course on the end. Wow, that's pretty unique. That greenstone's coming right out of the basalt like that. That's pretty cool. Let's see if I can get almost nowhere to hit this stone. There we go. Perfect. So this stone just came apart right there, right at the edge of the stone. And we still have this right here. It's pretty cool. It's not a lot of greenstone in it. Just some cholesterolite right there. But a lot of this is probably going to be prehnite and some crystal. We've got some down here on this side. Just not a lot of quality there. Oh, it just rolled out. This one actually is really cool. Pretty big for a greenstone. It's got some weight to it too, so it's probably solid. Great stone. And I've got this one, came off the same stone. Might want to just leave this the way it is. It's really cool. If I were to try to hit this out because it's hollow, it's just going to come apart in pieces. And the way it is right now, it's really quite cool. You know, it's at least a piece you can hold in your hand, and so probably just going to keep this the way it is. Now this one, so if you want to just examine this with me, so we've got this piece of basalt, and if I can point with my tool here, right here looks like it's the weakest spot of the whole large piece, but there's a greenstone that goes right through the middle of that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just try to hit where I think I can get this basalt block to split the best without hitting this greenstone right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit it right here. Let's see if I can do that without breaking the greenstone. Perfect. Boy, that went really well. Okay, sorry, my camera went funny. So when I broke that, a couple things happened. So that piece right there broke, and I just didn't see that one in there, but now that I do, that is phenomenal. Look at that greenstone. Unbelievable. So that was the other end of it right here. And originally when I started hitting it, that's the greenstone that I could see, and I was trying not to break that one, which we didn't get close to it, but in the process I found this giant right here in the middle, which we didn't break either, which I'm really happy about that. Maybe I can break this out without breaking it as well, because it's likely hollow, similar to this one up here. So I'm just gonna look at this for a minute and see what the best way to hit this out is. Okay guys, on second thought, I'm just gonna keep this amazing piece the way it is. You know, we've got this one here that we broke trying to open this rock up, but it just turned this whole piece into just such an amazing specimen. I'm just going to stop right there and just be happy with it the way it is. So this is just one of those pieces, you know. It's hard to put the basalt back on once you break it off. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is. What a treasure. Well, it's absolutely an honor and a privilege to have you join me out here on my humble cement block pounding greenstones out. No, I mean that deeply. I'm thankful for every one of you watching our videos. So found some treasures out here today, and this is just sort of a window into what I do normally to harvest greenstones. This one I'm really pretty happy with. Just can't put words to some of these greenstones on this basalt right here. I mean, look at this guy right here. Awesome. So hopefully I'll be able to find some time, polish those up and show them to you. But if you like the video, please, I hope you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like the video. It does help us out quite a bit. So until next time, take care and be well.